we take a look at Bitcoin, we're staying, and let's start with our daily candle. Big move off the low, and then a tiny doji yesterday at the highs. So a pause or indecision candle. We stay bullish because we stay above 50% of the big green candle open close, and this looks to me like, you know, we could potentially break higher. I think it would be good for alts if we had another quiet day of doing nothing in Bitcoin. They seem to be doing really well off it, but this kind of pattern, it could very easily, you know, if we look at it down on a 15-minute, we could see an inverted head and shoulders pattern here maybe, and this with the trend line neckline could very easily break higher. And if we see that, we might see what we think is some of these alts suffering because we're looking at them against Bitcoin. But if you look at them against US dollar, I think you'll find that crypto looks set to rally. If we go and we look at total market cap on this pullback, we look like we're set to rally in total market cap off this 61.8 level. That would be great because that should set up a parallel channel and a rally back to at least this 38.2 points. So waves is one that I think is looking like it's getting ready. If we look at it on a daily, we'll see what we've done here. We've done the usual break above the daily moving averages, pull back, find some support, and finally looking like, you know, after 3 days of consolidation, like we're ready to go higher again. Obviously, in this one, in Waves Bitcoin, we've got a bit of a sideways range which we need to break out of for our trade to be valid. So we'll mark the highs here in the middle because we've got really a double bottom like this. That's what I'm looking for. But if we look at closing prices, which seem important here, I think the first indication that we could keep going is above this close price, and if we hold above it, so that's around 11.35. Anyway, looking pretty good for a pullback this morning in Waves. Obviously new highs is what we want, but we've got that lower high coming. So Waves, put my Heikin Ashi on, here we go. Waves. Now, not quite ready on our CCI, and potentially building a little base here on the hourly, same look as the daily, but that's what I'd be looking for in Waves. So let the CCI reset, or let this become, we're almost a 4-hour buy setup here. I think if the hourly CCI and the 4-hour CCI line up together, this will be a really nice long setup in Waves. So we're looking for the top of the range for a first target, and for our second target, let's zoom out on the daily. Oh, this is quite a hard one, isn't it? Such a long way to this 200 moving average, but you know, potentially these previous lows and the 200 moving average is where we should be looking. So maybe around 2450, 2500. That's where I'd be looking for on this one. Okay. The next one that maybe is OMG. Remember, if Bitcoin takes off, these might not look quite so clever, but they should be going up in dollar value terms. So I'm going to put this high. So again, a very nice move above the 50 moving average, which we haven't been above. And this 50 moving average in OMG has been resistance ever since the downturn in April. So every time we rally back to the 50, we get knocked back. For the first time since April, we're trading and holding above it. So this is our change of pattern. We're looking for this one to continue higher, this little hourly consolidation to break to the upside. It might end up though being a bigger consolidation on the daily here. What I'd really like to see, this is first high exceeded. So when I look at that on the hourly, that's my resistance. And if we get knocked back here, what we might see is a bigger ABC correction. So above, it's a long. If we're going to do a bigger ABC, it'll do that. So that's OMG Bitcoin. Got a very nice daily look. Again, I'm just looking at the ones that haven't kind of gone ballistic yet, if you like. ARDA. Here's ARDA consolidation. I'm going to be strict about ARDA because in ARDA, I think that we may have made or maybe close to an ABC correction. So what I really want to see is new highs in this one from this. Yeah. Doesn't seem to be going. I'm going to take that one off. ARDA, let's skip ARDA for today. Zilliqa is another one that I think is setting up. Look at this. Here's our daily above the 50 moving average, first time since June in Zilliqa. So our trade and our target here is going to be 50% of this swing lower and the 200 moving average. So if I measure this like this with my fibs, this is our 50% level around here. Okay, so 195. The first resistance level is going to be 123. Now down here on the bottom, our first reversal since forever, these prior highs are our resistance. And this prior high comes in at 76. So if we can trade above 76, we've got a breakout. In Zilliqa, here we are just underneath it, testing it. This is resetting, so I'm waiting to see if we can break out here. If we drew it like this and connected the highs, that would be our breakout. So looking above 76 for Zilliqa, and a target then up at 123, and then 195 if we can get above 123.